Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody on this beautiful spring day? April Fools, happy April. Wow, it's springtime, guys. So, what are we doing this morning? We are doing contouring. All right. So, I'm going to do one side of my face so you can see the difference. Because contouring is so much fun, but people don't really understand what it is. And they're like, oh, that's just way too advanced for me. I can't do it. No, you guys, it's super, super simple. It is just so simple that anybody can do it. Okay. So, what do I have on so far? And let me see, let me get the chat going here. Chat, where is it? Ah, there they are. Okay, so you have to give StreamYard permission to use your chat. Otherwise, all I see is that you're a Facebook person. And sometimes your chat does not show up here. People are like, oh, I tried to ask questions. I tried to do this and that, and it didn't show up. Well, that is because I have this streaming into several different groups at a time. And sometimes they're really good about picking up the chat. Sometimes they're not. So, but do know that I go back into the other groups as afterwards, and I go in and answer your questions. Or if you're watching this on hashtag replay, put your questions in there and I go back in throughout the week and answer your questions. Okay, so what I have on so far is I have all of my, I washed my face, I did all of my moisturizers, I got to put my plug in, for my new hydrators. I use my new hydrators. And if you haven't seen some of the differences on a couple of, go back through the feed on whichever group you're in. And I've put some before and afters of people that have been using the hydrators for the last like 30 days. And my goodness, what a difference. What it is a booster, the Serum C and the hydrator, the hyaluronic acid, and it boosts the serums, it boosts the moisturizers. So they don't do the work themselves. What they do is bind to your moisturizers, bind to your boosters, and then they really help them out. So again, go back and look at those and we'll go over them another day, but they are brand new out. They are our clinical solutions, C plus resveratrol and the hydrolonic ceramide hydrator, and they will really help to minimize the extra fine lines that we all get because we had babies, because we had teenagers, because we've had life. Okay, so right now, then on top of my moisturizer, I do have my primer. And if you're not using the primer, do get a primer. Excuse me. The foundation primer does have an SPF 15 in it, but it does just kind of fill in all the little nicks and crevices and crannies. It's like priming your walls. Okay. It does fill everything in. And that gives for a nice smooth application of your foundation. And today, I used let me take the lid off so you can see it better. There we go. Now you won't have this many. I do because I don't know about you guys, but every single day I am a different color. I don't know if it's my iron levels, my hydration level, or what. I am always in between colors. These are my cream to powders. And so I have all kinds of different colors and I'm always mixing and matching. And what I'll do is I'll do a lighter color in through here and a darker color out here. But anyway, these are cream to powders and I have cream to powder on today. And the reason I like that is because it does go on nice and creamy. It goes on fast. So that's why I like to do it sometimes in the morning when I just have to get ready really fast and then it dries to a powder-like finish. So that's what I have on so far. And of course I put my eyebrows on. Now let's get right into contouring. The simple facts of contour is you do need to, it's just like an artistic palette. And you learn this just in your basic color schools. Whenever you're using a highlighter, you must use a contour with it. Okay, you have to use the two together because the highlighter, and we do have the two highlighters. We have a lighter highlighter and we have a darker highlighter. Those are in our line always as regular highlighters. And then right now we do also have our beautiful, get it really close, get it into, there we go. We have the golden highlighter and then we also have the beautiful rose. So these two big blocks, they're on this side. We have those. And then we also have, and I do still have some in stock, and we come out with these usually summertime, springtime, and they last forever. They're called illuminators. Sometimes we will have illuminators coming out. There's a bronze, a silver, and a gold. Those are beautiful and they're liquid. So depending on which kind of highlighter, which kind of application you like, ask your consultant, ask me. We have the powder, we have the cream, we have everything. So whichever you like. And then our contour, we have the cocoa, and then we have, I can never remember the name of that, the other one. We have a light and a dark in a medium shade and a lighter shade. Okay, those are our regular ones. And then we also come out with seasonal ones. And this one is more of a bronzer contour. That one has just a little bit of shimmer in it. So as the seasons go by, and again, as seasons go by, we do have the color ones. And then a couple of my other favorites, which I bought up big time with because I love them so much. Where is my other one? And these are the contour sticks. Okay. And again, there's a lighter one and a darker one. And these are creamy. And I really like those. And again, because they blend so well. Okay, so with your highlighters and your contours, where do you use them? The lighter one you use to pop things out. Your darker or your highlighter used to pop things out because that's light. Light brings forward. Contour is your darker color. Dark recedes. So that is why you have to have one next to the other, because if you just bring forward, then you don't bring a recede with it, you're kind of defeating the purpose. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and this is going to be kind of interesting, and some of you are going to be going, what? What are you doing? Okay, let me grab my tools here. And I do this a lot when I'm kind of in a hurry or just want to have a very simple look. And let me get my mirror over here so you guys can see, so I can see, okay? So on my eye, I'm going to use a contour and highlighter only. I am not going to use any eyeshadows. Okay, and you can do this. So let's say you're going someplace and you don't have a lot of room for a lot of stuff. Just bring your highlighters and your contours. So what I'm going to do first is with my all over powder brush, I'm going to take that lighter, my lighter contour. And again, depending on your skin tone, you may want to use the darker palettes. So I'm going to use that lighter one. And I'm going to go, and I do have a foundation on my eye. Okay. And I'm not going to put it all the way up. I'm just going to put it right here. And I'm going to go right across. Is that showing up on the lens? So I'm tapping it right across. I'm not really blending it. I'm tapping it in. So I have that highlighter and I'm tapping it in. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to take that and swirl it up so that I have just a little bit going up into that eyebrow. Okay. Now see, that just kind of, it gives a little color, but it's still looking a little puffy. So then I'm going to take my, I can never remember the name of this, the eye smudger brush, the one again that has the really tight bristles. Okay. And I'm going to go into the contour. And with that, I'm going to take it right into that crease all the way over. I'm not going to make a V. I'm just going to go into the crease all the way over. And this way it really gives you a definition so you can see what these do. And I dropped a little. So I'm just going to take my foundation brush and just take it away. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more. and right into that crease. And because I have the hooded eye, I'm going just a tiny, tiny bit above the crease. Okay, there we go. And then again, I'm going to take my big fluffy brush and blend that upward. Okay, then I'm going to take, I've been wearing this look a lot. I've had people stop me with this look. Then I am going to take the really pretty, this other highlighter, the kind of pinkish highlighter, and with my all over brush, and I'm just going to tap that on the lid. So then again, I've got highlighter, contour, highlighter. You always have to have them up against each other. Okay, now I'm looking at that and my eye still looks a little droopy, which means I need to bring the contour color, which again, I have it in this palette, up just a little teeny higher. So I'm going to take that up just a little higher right in there. Okay, not much, just a teeny tiny bit, and then get a big fluffy brush, bring that up just a teeny bit. Much better. Okay, see the difference in those two eyes? How this one eye just looks really flat and the other one pops out. And that is just using contours and highlighters. Okay, now I'm just going to go from the top of my face down. Well, actually, I didn't start at the very top of my face. So now I'm going to pop the, and I'm going to use my all over brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that highlighter. Okay, and I'm going to put just a teeny bit right above that eye. Not a whole lot, just a teeny tiny bit, just to bring that, elevate, lift that eyebrow. Now, again, you cannot put a highlighter if you have to put the contour next to it. So I'm going to take my contour brush again. Okay, not a whole lot, just a teeny tiny bit, and I'm going to place that right next to it. So you don't want a lot so you really see a ton, but it's just all an optical illusion, guys. So I'm going to place that right next to it. And that will give that more pop, more lift to bring that up. Okay. Now we're going to go down to the cheeks. Actually, I'm going to do my nose first. So then I'm going to take that same brush, the same all over brush, and I'm going to use the same highlighter, and I'm going to go straight down my nose. Let me see if I can do that. I know I can't do it there, but maybe I can. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to, no, I can't go straight on there. That mirror is just not good enough. And I'm going to go straight down my nose. Okay, and then you need to put just a little contour. So I'm going to again use the same brush, get a little contour. Okay, and I'm just going to go on the side that I'm doing. Go straight down that side, a little on the end, and then I'm going to take my, where's my little itty bitty sponge? I've lost it. Huh, I just had it. Here it is. I'm going to take my little itty bitty sponge, and I'm just going to bring that down. Just smooth that out. Okay, then I'm going to take just a little teeny highlighter. I'm going to use my finger and place it right here above my lip. Now, again, when you have a highlighter, you have to have a contour. So how do I do that with my lip? I've had a lot of people ask me that. You take your contour, because you have your highlighter up here, which is bringing that lip up, you need a contour down here. That's where you put the contour. See how that brought that lip out? Okay. Now it looks like I have a crooked nose the way I've done that. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to do the cheek. Now I like to do my cheek color on before I do the cheek. Let's see. I have a cheek color sitting out here. Here it is. And I just want to do a real plain color. I don't even know what this one is. I'm going to use this one right here. think it's a nude cheek color. Okay, so I'm going to put the cheek on first, and then I'm going to put the highlighter and contour. So I'm going to put this cheek on, and I'm going to put it right up in here and swirl it right in that area. Okay, so a little cheek. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the same brush. This is my regular cheek brush, and I'm going to go back to my highlighter. I'm going to use this one because it's easier to pick up. Okay, go back into that highlighter, and I'm going to use the very top of this. So just the very top edge. See how that, there you can see there. Go right into the top edge. And I'm going to hit just the very top edge right up here. So not coming any further down than the edge of your eye. I'm just going to hit the very top edge right up here. Tap that in up here. Then, because we have highlighter up, then you need to do contour down. So then I'm going to take that same brush, but I'm going to use the bottom edge, other side, right there, to get that contour. I'm going to go right underneath, and this is where a lot of us were taught, go and put right. That's too low. If you do that, you're going to drag your whole face down. You want to do it no further, the top of your ear, and then right up. You don't want to drag it any down further than your nose. So you want to keep this up high. Feel where your cheekbone is, right where your cheekbone ends. So you want that up high. Okay, and I will blend that in. Then get a little bit more. And this is where you want to go underneath your chin. Bring it up a little bit by your ear. Bring it down your neck, because that gives you about 20 extra miles walking right there. And then for another 20 miles walking, we're going to put it right down here. Now we're going to blend all this, so you're not going to see any striping. You're just going to see a little bit of shadowing. Okay, and then we're going to take our big fluffy brush. Okay, and we're going to blend all that. And after I blend that, then I look back and see, okay, where do I need to pop a little bit more? Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, and then looking at that, it's like, okay, that looks pretty good, but I just don't look done. And part of that is because I have no lips on. So let's put some lips on. That will help out a lot. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a liner on this side and not on the other, so you can see the difference on that too. And so all these are little tricks in definition. Okay, so I put my liner on. That is a, what is it, plum? Plum. So I put a plum liner on, and then I'm using Fancy Nancy over the top. And in all fairness, let me put some cheek color on this other side. Where's my cheek brush? There it is. Just a little cheek color so you can see. Okay, so there's the cheek color. And I don't have any mascara on. Okay, so I'm going to put a little liner on this side. And there it is, my waterproof mascara. Love my waterproof. And then we'll be done. And then I'm going to show you up and close the difference between using a contour and not. Okay, so remember contour, highlighter, you use the highlighter next to the contour always. So contour recedes, highlighter brings out. Okay. Can't believe Murphy's not barking. Makes me wonder what he's up to. And for those of you joining us and don't know who Murphy is my little Scotch Terrier. And he always likes to come in on our Zooms. Okay, yes, I use a lot of mascara. I love my mascara because I'm a lazy girl. I don't like to use the false eyelashes because I think our mascara does a great job. But I do use and I didn't even curl them today, but it still gives a lot of curl. I use the waterproof first to give it curl. And then I use the Panorama to get all the little itty bitty lashes. And then I use the Intense mascara to give it some volume. Then I use a little translucent powder underneath so that I don't have any fallout because I tend to have very oily lashes and they fall out. Okay, so this is the difference in the two sides. So this is the one side that, and a lot of people say, oh, and let me put some liner on that side. A lot of people say, oh, I don't need mascara. And I do have really fluffy, big eyelashes. I do have a lot of lash, but people say, oh, I can just put liner on and go. So let's put liner on and go. Okay, there's my liner and go. Okay, so there's my liner and go, and a little blush and a little lip gloss. So there's Natural Nancy side. Okay, and here we go. So there's Natural Nancy side, but see how there's just not a lot of definition. It's just, you don't really see the face that much. It doesn't really pop, okay? And then this is the side that we've done a little bit of definition. We did the contouring, we did the highlighting. It looks more lifted. It looks sharper, okay? So it doesn't look that much different, but it just gives you more refined features. Okay, so that's what your contouring does. It just pops your bones, lifts your jaw. Now I have a crooked nose because see how much wider the nose looks on this side. I can do it. So no, I'm doing my right in my hand. This side. See how much wider that looks without shaping it on this side? That's what your contour and your highlighter does. So, and I think that many comments, you guys are very quiet. By the way, put your comments below and let me know what you think. And let me know what you've tried, what you haven't tried. And again, you can use all different kinds of colors. You can do different forms. So I will go ahead and do the sticks on the other side. I do love the sticks. So this is the contouring stick. I'll do that on the nose on the other side. I'm going to bring it up here, bring it right down, and blend that. I'm just going to blend it with my finger. And see how that just really helps out. Take a little bit in there. See how that just makes that nose look so much better. And I did go higher up on that side, so I'm going to go higher up on this side. So that they're even. There we go. It just really blends that out. Okay. And then you can use this stick or you can use the darker stick, which I just had in my hand. There it is. Take your darker stick and just put a little contour right in there. Bring it right down here, right down there, and then blend. Blend, blend, blend. You can use your finger, you can use a brush, you can use a sponge, whatever you want. But you do want to blend. Don't go out with all those markings. Otherwise, people will question you. But again, that just gives you a little bit of shading. So you're three-dimensional instead of just the one. There we go. Then I'll put a little bit on top of the, here's my brush, a little bit of the highlighter up there, a little bit up here, and a little bit of the contour up there. There we go. Now I'm more even. And that's how you do it. See how fast that other side was when I wasn't doing all the instructional? What did that take? 30 seconds to get the two sides to even out. And see, I just had that nice cheek lift, everything else. Okay, you guys, that's it on contour and highlighting. And I will see you. Oh, I didn't finish my lips. I will see you next Saturday. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for next Saturday. So if you have something that you would like to see, go ahead and put that in the comments. I'm looking for my lip liner and I can't find it. There it is. Go ahead and put it in the comments so that I can, and I'll do whatever you want because I am open for next Saturday. And we will do, there we go. We will do viewer's choice next week. Okay? All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Love having you come on and have a wonderful weekend.